Hi, this is Cliff, the Trading at Work guy. This is episode 3 of me talking about the road to becoming a day trader and explaining it like I was talking to my mom and dad, who are both in their 80s. One question they might have is, how'd you get the cash to become a day trader? It takes a lot of money, doesn't it? Well, the answer to question 2 comes first, and that's a yes and no. To be a day trader of stocks and a lot of other things, for the longest time, you had to have a cash account with a fairly significant minimum balance. That's changed recently, and a new space in the retail trading market has been added to those who are already trading futures by way of prop firms. Now, there's no minimum balance required to trade futures, and that's where prop firms comes in. Prop firms are companies that offer ways for you to trade futures using their money. Once you prove to them that you can be consistently profitable, you trade their money and they keep a percentage. My prop firm, Tradeify, will keep 10%. Now, my dad would be asking right now, well, how do you prove yourself? Here's the answer. You purchase an evaluation account from the prop firm that lets you trade in a simulation mode. You have to make a predetermined profit following their rules, and when you do, they'll switch you to what they call a funded account. Now, you're still working in simulation mode, and the set of rules that you may now have to follow could differ slightly from what you were working under in the eval. But now, when your profit hits a certain level, you can take a payout. Tradeify has put money in my bank from doing this. Now, if you break the main rule, the total loss limit, then you fail the eval or the funded account challenge, and you have to go back to the beginning, buy a new eval, and start over. Now, I've heard from some folks who think that the prop firms are ripping off new traders by making everyone go through this gauntlet, if you will. As someone who's still living that journey, I will say it's more than fair. I've learned a lot by following the rules and paid the fine when I didn't. So the road to being an independent day trader, for me, going like this. I started in practice mode with no money on the line. Then I purchased an eval challenge, cost maybe 65 bucks. You pass that, and they give you an account that's still in simulation mode, but it's one that lets you take payouts. The road could then go two ways. The prop firm could call you up to their big leagues. You could also take some of those payouts you've been getting in funded mode and start a cash account and go out on your own. And you could do all of this at once. Right now, I'm trading a funded account, but I'm also building more evals. And when it's a day I don't feel so good about what's happening, I'll try to go back to that basic practice mode that's called paper trading, and it's risk free. No matter what, each step forward brings a new emotional demand, and that's the biggest part of the education for me, keeping all the voices in my head quiet and away from the charts, because that's what's going to put your account into self destruct. If you ask me today, where are you still struggling the most, I'd tell you it's definitely in that psychology. Some days the market just need to be left alone, but sitting on my hands and not making any trades goes counter to my ingrained work ethic. It's a learned skill to realize that just sitting and watching is actually the most productive thing that you can do.